Welcome back to the channel. This is another spotlight. This is a spotlight on director Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg is one of the most prolific directors in Hollywood history. Some of the biggest blockbuster films he directed. Let's talk about a few of them. Let's start off with one that put him on the map. That's Jaws, starring Richard Dreyfuss, Robert Shaw, Roy Scheider. This is a story of a shark that is terrorizing his town during a holiday weekend. You know, they wanted to train some real sharks, but that didn't work out. So they had to build this mechanical one called Bruce. This movie was #1 for 14 weeks in a row. That's Jaws. Excellent movie, excellent sound, excellent theme by John Williams. Up next, we got an underrated movie. They didn't hardly even talk about it. I don't know why. This is one of the best movies Spielberg directed. That's Catch Me If You Can, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and also Tom Hanks. This is a story about this con man named Frank Abergaz. He was a master forger also. He pretended like he was a pilot for Pan American. He was pretending like he was a doctor, a Georgia doctor, and a Louisiana prosecutor. This is an excellent movie that you don't even hardly hear about. This is one of my favorite Spielberg movies, actually. That's Catch Me If You Can. Got another one here. Another Tom Hanks movie, and to me, the greatest war movie ever made, Saving Private Ryan. Saving Private Ryan is a story of this platoon here that's going out to try to get Private Ryan here, played by Matt Damon, because the other three brothers have been killed. They're trying to get him out of the war. It's kind of loosely based on a true story. It has a great big opening sequence of the invasion of Normandy. This is an excellent movie. You really want to try out your sound system? Saving Private Ryan would be one to try out. 5 Academy Awards, which ironically lost to Shakespeare in Love for Best Picture. One of the absolutely silly mistakes. Here's another one right here. One of the biggest blockbusters he directed. A little bit more George Lucas than it is Spielberg, but we'll count it as that. Raiders of the Lost Ark, starring Harrison Ford. We all know what this one is about. The archaeologist, the dig, the search for the lost Ark of the Covenant. But he wasn't the original choice. They wanted Bill Murray, Steve Martin, or Chevy Chase. And they really wanted Tom Selleck, but he was caught up in his contract to play Magnum P.I. He lost out on that one. That's Raiders of the Lost Ark. Another great movie for the sound system. And another one here. He hasn't aged well, but you might want to give it a shot if you're one of our younger viewers. You may have never even seen this movie before. E.T., starring Henry Thomas. This was a dream that he had about an alien. This movie made another one, big-time movie. You know, M&M's was supposed to be the main candy in here, but they didn't want to be identified with it, so they used Reese's Pieces, and that's really, I put Reese's Pieces on the map. Good old E.T., phone home. E.T., another one dealing with that same vein of aliens, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, also starring Richard Dreyfuss. You see Spielberg uses some of the same actors in his movies, kind of like Martin Scorsese does, you know, with Robert De Niro. This is another one. This little boy is kidnapped here, and this is the story of what they do to recover him back. Really good movie, really good special effects in it. Part of this movie was filmed in Mobile, Alabama, if you can believe that. That's Close Encounters of the Third Kind. If you like this type of content, then like, subscribe, and share. I'm also seeing more and more subscribers. You know, I'm getting more and more comments. And I'm thankful for every subscriber that I have. This is KDS Reviews, and I will see you on the next video.